League fans, Coach Rich coming to you once again. Webinar series on trying to help you with your Blue Sombrero website. Today's segment is how to create a schedule. And what you're going to do with this is also field availability, pairing with times, and all that good stuff. All right. So this is going to give you control over who's playing where, what field, what time, etc., etc. Now, we're going to start getting started. First thing you want to do is head to the Schedules tab. It's all the way on the right-hand side on the Admins page. You'll see it there. And once you click on the schedules, you'll have these options. Once you click on New Schedule, it's up in the right-hand corner. Okay, after clicking the green New Schedule button, you'll be prompted to choose a type of schedule where you should select the pairing date, time, and field. The other choices you have, while they're good, they're not what we're using right now. Later on, we'll show you the importing and the tournament bracketing. Tournament bracketing is what the district uses. If you're having a local tournament for end of season type thing, that's something you can use later on. But right now, pairing date, time, and field. Okay, step one, schedule information. This is where you're going to start creating your schedule and filling in some of the basic information you're going to need. Schedule name, the program, okay, activity type, the division's important, and the schedule type's important, okay. When you create the schedule name, okay, make sure, be careful when you do this because you're going to have a couple different schedules in here because you have different divisions, all right? It'll correspond to each one, but if you haven't created the divisions yet, they're not going to show up. So, before you even get to the scheduling, registration, creating divisions, creating teams, blah, blah, blah. Okay? This is where it all comes in effect if you did it all right. Okay, use the enable game notification reminder. What that does is it will send emails out 2 days before the scheduled event if you want it to, if people are logged in. Okay, ignore coaching conflicts. This disregards coaching conflicts when you're generating the schedule. If you're okay with overlaps, check this. No problem with this. Okay. I don't know how many of you out there have coaches that are running more than one team. Basically, coaching conflicts, that's where it comes in handy. Okay, it shouldn't be effective. You shouldn't be using it. Okay, managers should not have conflicts. Then you also have the section with add email addresses that will send out the notifications that we talked to up before. Okay, it's also good for referees and umpires, and the local officials, whoever needs it, if they want to be at the game sites. Basically, though, it's for the coaches and the parents. That's what that section's for. All right. Next, you're going to choose the schedule format. Okay. Now you can create total number of games. You can games versus opponent, or you can do a random schedule. For example, total number of games. Maybe you have a 16-game schedule. Games versus opponent. I don't know. Maybe you want them to play 4 times each. If you have 4 teams in the division, 5 teams in the division, play 4 times each. That's a 16-game schedule. Randomize it. It tells it that way. It doesn't have team 1 playing 2-2, then team 1 playing team 3. It'll just randomly pick who team 1's going to play. After that, now you can add some details for scoring. Set how many points you want for a win or a loss or a tie. Because of the curfews, you may have a tie. So you do have to put that in effect. What the district was using was 3 points for a win, 2 points for a tie, and 1 point for a game played. Okay, this way there is no forfeits. If somebody forfeits, they get nothing. All right. Again, the district uses 3 points for a win, 2 points for a tie, and 1 point for the loss. This way, at least if you play the game, you get 1 point. All right. Now, you could also start the season date. As you can see, there's a start date. 4/26 is on there. There is no end date because you want to be able to extend this as long as possible in case you have forfeits, conflicts, or whatever else may happen. All right. What times? On what days? Okay. Now, you got to go back and think about this. Which division was this? Okay, if this was your majors, which is a 12-year-old division, maybe they don't play on Mondays. Maybe they just play on Wednesdays and Saturdays, or Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Those are the days you click. All right, then you also have your times. What time is the first game starting? What time is the last game starting and ending? Okay? And that's for you guys with lights out there. You can set all that good stuff right here. All right. The final part of step one is choosing the schedule details such as how long do you want the game to last? Do you want them to be 2-hour games? How much time do you want in between games? Do you want 30 minutes? Do you want 10 minutes? And what's the maximum of games per team per day? Okay, now right there we have 1 clicked off, and total number of games played per week, we have 3. Here's what's going to happen though. If your total availability is only 2 days, it will override maximum games per day and schedule a doubleheader. So be careful. All right, step 2. Yeah, I know it's long, but it's step by step. Step 2, scheduling the teams. Okay, and now you're going to decide which teams to include on the schedule. Now, you're going to choose teams for the program divisions you added in step 1. That's why I said you got to have it all set up ahead of time. You can also add external teams here. Why is that key? Wow, I don't know. How about interleague play? And maybe when you're playing intraleague, some of us play other towns in other divisions, all kinds of stuff. All right. So when you're done with this, though, you must hit save and continue. All right. Like I said, new teams can be added right here. They can be added in step 7 or when you regenerate the entire schedule to a new clean team. But it's easier just to put them in right here if you know what's happening. All right, now you're going to manage your fields and locations. All right, and it's real simple. You got the name of the park, manage the field, edit the locations, and you even got a Google map right there that'll tell people how to get there. Okay, so once you add the location, click the Add Edit Field button between Status and Manage, and you can add the schedule to the schedule. Okay, so this is where you're going to add that particular field to the schedule you created. Now, why is this important? Well, some of you guys have multiple fields. Maybe you're only using one field for your major leagues, so they have games and practices set aside for the whole time. This is where you can do that. Okay, now selecting your fields. How do you do it? Choose the specific field you want to be played on. Select that location and then allocate that field for the available field list. You can see it. It's up top, Willis Park. Okay, field 4, priority 1. Save and continue. All right. The scheduling tool will automatically notify you which fields are completely available for the dates and time in step 1 and which fields are in use for some of the dates and times set in step 1. Once complete, again, I can't stress this enough, hit save and continue. All right. Next, blackout dates. You guys know when you have blackout dates. Could be Memorial Weekend, could be Good Friday, it could be the all famous 8th grade trip, whatever. You have blackout dates. If there are specific dates and times that the field or teams are unavailable, you can accommodate them automatically in the scheduling process by setting those blackout dates at the location, field, or team level. Okay? Simply click on the Add New Blackout button, all right, next to location, field, or team. And again, I can't stress enough, click on Save and Continue. The schedule overview is going to give you a quick look to make sure all of your scheduling details are correct. You can jump back to any step or edit the edit buttons to make manual adjustments. Again, save and continue. All right. Now, if you want to edit the individual matches, not a problem. Once the schedule's been generated, you can make changes. As you can see, all you have to do is go to the edit button. All right. And click on edit and then make what changes. Or move over one more to the X, click on that, and you're gonna wipe out the entire game. If you want to check the field availability before changing the game, you click on the green check field availability. I'm going to show you that once again. See it? We're going to show it to you up top. It was on the last slide. It was up top in the right-hand corner. Once you do that, you get this screen, and as you can see, you can check on all the different field availabilities. This is showing you Willis Park, Field 3, and when it's available and what times. For the entire week, by the way. You can also add a match manually by clicking on the Add New Game button on the lower left-hand side. Okay, and you can add whatever you want. You get all the specifics. But once again, save and continue. All right, the schedule preview. There it is again. Here's an interesting one for all of you out there. You can see where I've got it circled. You can audit the report. You can email the schedule out. You can export it to a file and then print them out, or you can go right to post. All right, you can all that stuff. I advise you though to make sure you are absolutely sure before you send those out, because once they have their hands on them, it gets confusing when you try and change the schedule later on. Now they've got multiple schedules, and somebody's not going to show up. As you see on the very bottom, red arrow, save and finish. Okay, once you click save and finish, you are set. Okay, now you'll be able to see your schedule on your calendar feature along with other schedules. Okay, what happens now is that schedule and any other schedules you made get combined on the calendar, and then you can also edit it from the calendar, and you can have the entire league, no matter what division, schedule all included. So if you've got multiple fields going at the same time, you can see field 1 is maybe your 8-year-olds. Field 2 is maybe your 12-year-olds. Field 3 is maybe your T-ball kids. You'll have it all set right in front of you, everything that's going on. All right. Once again, if you're not sure of what you're doing, if you need more help or you're running into issues, in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see the Contact Us support button. Click on that, give them a detailed description of your issue, and they will get back to you as quick as possible. All right? As usual, I'm going to say what I always say. This is Coach Rich saying, see you when I see you.